What up, guys? Today we're here to talk about LA's Finest with your girl Taylor Made. Alright, guys, so just get into this recap or recap, whatever you want to call it. So, if you didn't know, I'm informing you now. LA's Finest is a spin off of Bad Boys.
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
Featuring Martin Lawrence and Will Smith. If you've never seen it, you're late. Go check it out. But let me give you a little bit of details of what goes down in episode 1 and what I think. Featuring Gabrielle Union and Jessica Alba. Okay, so the only things you really need to know about the beginning of episode 1 is that Gabrielle Union's character name is Sydney Burnett.
I'm Rick Fox. Rick Fox.
Jessica Alba's name is Nancy McKenna, and that Sydney is not going to be attending book club with Nancy McKenna's, aka Jessica Alba's family. All right, that's really all you need to know about the beginning. You skip fast forward of the episode where they got their main case going on. You do see a truck going down the street, crashing into everything in its path like a tornado, wiping everything out. What I thought was that somebody had got robbed, okay? Or they had just done a heist, they're trying to get away from cops, but you don't hear no sirens, you don't see nothing. So finally the car crashed into something, and I'm thinking, oh, it's gotta be like a drunk person or something. This other guy comes, pulls the car door open, pissed as whatever because his car was hit during this incident, and he's like, you hit my mother, ooh. And once he opens the door, you see this young boy. He's about 10 years old, 10 or 12, whatever. And he's all like, oh my gosh, help me. Supposedly the nanny got shot and she died.
Damn, there go the ambulance. And he bringing out the yellow tape. Oh, somebody dead.
And he was trying to get her to the hospital, which was really, really brave. And this is where you see their case start. And I want to say, pay attention to everything in the episode. It does come back full circle at the end of the season. Just a little bit of character background. So Sid, aka Gabrielle Union's character, what I get from her, she's a player for one. She's very closed off from the world. Like emotional connections aren't there from her. Not even when it comes to family members right now, but also when it comes to her partner, Nancy. She just doesn't let people in. What I get also from Nancy McKenna, aka Jessica Alba's character, she's a family cop. You know, she has a husband. She's married to a prosecutor, and she has a stepdaughter named Izzy, who's very feisty, honey. She has a lot going on. At the end of episode 1, all you need to know is while they're working on this main case with the kid, they end up having to safeguard him because they find out that he is actually the one they were trying to kill. Spoiler alert. Sorry, I had to say it. It would make sense if I didn't say that. So in the midst of protecting the kid with Sid and Nancy, Sid has to run out. She gets a call. It's very important. It's urgent, which makes her have to leave. Of course, Nancy questions her like, whoa, bro, where you going? We on the clock. You trying to do some extra stuff again? Like, why? And Sid's trying to tell her, hey, if I need to leave work, which is all that I have, all that I know, all that I'm dedicated about, you should know that it is important for me to leave. You know what I mean? So she ends up leaving, where you see her pull up at a spot and you see this black guy. You're like, hold on, where's she going? What's she have to do? Like, why was it so important for her to leave? Turns out she has an alternative as to why she left Miami and came to LA. But I don't want to say too much because you find out a lot about Sid as she goes on her journey of this side case. But for now, just knows that Nancy has her back whenever she feels that really is out of Sid's character. Even though Sid is safeguarded and has her walls up, it doesn't stop Nancy from trying to break those walls down and let her know, hey, you have people around you that care about you. So in the midst, while Sid was going on her side case and Nancy came to help her, they did have their colleagues assist with taking care of the kid, and the kid ended up getting taken by the bad guys, unfortunately. And now they are kicked into overdrive to find out who these bad guys are. Where is the kid? So I love this turn because you see Nancy, who's normally the good cop, she has a kid involved who's been taken. So now all cards are off the table and she's willing to do whatever it takes to find this kid. So, as these two detectives follow up on the leads for the cases, you see things get a little bit freaky. And when I say freaky, I mean freaky, freaky, like 50 Shades of Grey freaky. So, we see them definitely uncover some ideas and exactly why they took the kid. And I know you're thinking in the meantime, all right, this kid has been with the police, his nanny is dead. Where are the parents? All right, so finally we do get to see the mom. She comes back. She's been out of town doing something for her job, and she lets them know, "Oh my gosh, this is my fault why my kid has been taken because she noticed something bad or illegal, so she ended up freezing some money that belonged to a big cartel group, and that pissed them off. And she was the only person that couldn't freeze it, but she had been out of town, so to get her cooperation, what better thing to do than take a kid as leverage?" So once they run down on some leads who are not willing to talk right now, they do wind up finding a witness who does eventually give them some information that helps break this case as to how to get this kid back. One thing I say I will love about these ladies is that they are very relatable. You know what I mean? They don't just go in with the facts, boom, bada bing, all in your face, all in your grill. No, they make themselves seem personable, and that's how other people feed them the information. All right, last few things I just want to point out. We find out that Nancy does have to go undercover as the kid's mom in order to convince the lead man in the cartel that he's going to get his money back so they can get the kid back safely. So once they figure this out, they go back home to get ready to go ahead and finish out this case. And you do see Sid interact with Nancy's daughter, Izzy, the one I was talking about that was very feisty, honey. And she pretty much tells Sid, you really shouldn't have canceled on book club. Even though my mom make it seem like that this is what I want, it actually means a lot to her. So Sid not coming to book club really let down Nancy. And also just being there as a person. What person doesn't want other people? What person doesn't need other people there? What is life without other human beings and interactions? So while Izzy tells Sid about that screw up that she did about not coming to book club, right, Sid also gives Izzy a piece of advice because Izzy feels like her parents are always on her case. They don't back up off her. They're always in a girl, typical teenage girl stuff that most girls go through. So at the end of the day, Sid tells her, hey, even though they're all in your grill, they're on your face, they're always going to have your back. Okay. I had a father who wasn't there for me. He didn't care about me. So just be happy that those are the people that are here for you. The ones that are in your face, taking care of you. They love you, regardless, at the end of the day. But just to finish it up, of course, Nancy goes undercover. They end up getting the bad guy. They end up saving the kid. Woohoo! Women save the day. So they end up reuniting Baby Bear and Mama Bear, of course. And you see at the end of this episode, Sid gets really personal with Nancy, just letting her know why she left the scene in the first place to go do her side mission. What the side mission is all about. And I'm sorry, guys, I'm going to spoil a little bit. When she worked in Miami, her cover got blown. She ended up getting shot. And she was pregnant, sadly, and she ended up losing the baby. So that is why she is so closed off from the world. That is why she is so dedicated to her job, which makes her super relentless. So relentless, in fact, she actually goes and blows up the club for Gabriel Knox, or one of his hiding spots that he uses to sell drugs and to also, launder his money, yada, yada, yada. After that incident, I would love to say we see a big turn. This is where I was really hooked because you see the guy that Sid went to go question about Gabriel Knox, that he ends up calling Nancy. Who knew? He knew Nancy. Because when she busted up in that club prior trying to help Sid, she acted like she ain't know nobody, okay? And there's also this other guy that he's working with who knows Nancy. And supposedly she has some sort of connection with the cartel. I'm not going to tell you what it is just yet, but watch it if you want to know more, just to see how everything unfolds with a cop who is kind of intertangled with the cartel, and also Sid, who is going so hard after them that she's going to put everyone at risk. So if you like this video, review, recap of LA's Finest, like and subscribe. I might give you a couple more episodes before I get to the season finale, but that's all dependent on if you guys want to see more. So how am I supposed to know if you don't like, subscribe? Like I said, hit the bell for notifications. Taylor Made coming through. I told you I was going to have new videos. I got y'all.
Back to the